I'm already 13 seconds ahead of you.
Woo race day.
Oh, hello everyone. This is the Shipro players waiting for the race to start. Or no, it's already started. What I'm saying. Tonight we have an interesting bunch. We have mostly amateurs here tonight. Did you notice that? We have Roy, Mike, Luca, and Bloody, who are all in amateur.
Hello.
Hello.
And me
Oh,
and
now
Roy in
now
the
we
same
can
group.
listen to you, Bloody.
Great.
It's fine.
Great.
It's working fine. In the previous moments before the streaming, we couldn't listen to Bloody.
Yeah, I had to switch my microphone, but it's working. So
It's working now. So, Rain.
yep, another one.
Rain is good.
I just
Rain
hope
is
it
good.
rains for the whole race.
I can sense someone having a talented driver there.
Here.
My driver is talented too.
Mine's
Mine
on the
too.
fourth. Yes. my horrible driver's gone forwards.
Wow.
It's
That's
going-
good.
Wow. I'm just getting 2 positions from the start. I'm very disappointed right now.
Only two?
For
You
now,
were
only 2.
You were
I was
expecting more?
I was expecting to get more at the start. Let's see where Roy is.
Still
Well,
in sixth place, which isn't a bad.
Fifth now.
Yeah, boy. I took the lead. Nice.
What a
I just started to watch it now.
What a horrible
So
start.
great.
Holy.
Oh,
I just stole 2 places in one turn. All right.
Nice.
Anyway,
What?
welcome to a wet, rainy,
Dude.
sticky.
I
Rain.
love that races so much. Like, rain is my best ally, which is possible in this game.
Ooh.
I don't have
Wanted-
it. I'm sorry.
I'm linking the profiles of the guys we have on the streaming today because some people might not know who you are, especially because some of you are not that active in the forum. So when that happens, people tend to not know who is in the streaming. That profile 211779 is Miklos. So anyone wanted to know in what group Miklos is and how he's doing this season, they can visit their profile.
Yeah, I'm here
Yeah.
rookie 68 if anyone wants to know without clicking on the link. And
yes.
I mean, so far I pretty much love this game because maybe I'm being lucky a bit. I don't know. It goes well, so I'm so far pretty enthusiastic and happy.
Well, it's not all luck. I'm sure you chose a good driver. Were you helped by your teammates in the choice of your driver, or did you choose it yourself?
Well, ever since I registered on the game at 2011, ever since then I knew that driver with high talent is very important. So that was only one thing what I know by myself completely. And then my teammates helped me a lot about other stuffs.
Yes, well, Miklos is part of Hungarian Crown. Am I right?
Yes,
I said it right. Yes.
yes, you did. Like they're pretty helpful, and that guy called Tibor is the part of it who we talked about before. If you remember him.
Who?
Tibor.
Tibor. Yes, Tibor Suromi.
Exactly.
Yes, he's pretty active in the forums, but I find his English hard to understand most of the times. So there's miscommunication many times when he posts
He has his
in the
ideas.
forum.
He has his ideas.
He has his ideas. He tries to explain, but sometimes they are lost in translation.
That's
Yes,
right.
because most people in Hungary who are old and grew up under different circumstances, they're not speaking English very well. I can say that it's a usual thing. But some of them, for example, are speaking English if it was their native language. So it's different people, different skills.
English is a very difficult language to understand if you're for a foreigner. I'm sorry, that's the only way I can say it. There's so many little tricks, and it's confusing.
Well, and especially with all the, regional dialects. Like a bunch of countries in the world speak English, but even if you just take England, you go 20 miles in any direction and nobody sounds the same.
That's true.
I love British accent so much. It's fun, and it's not that much different than in the US, but you can hear different words and different.
Well, it changes a lot from region to region, I found when I met Jonathan Beagles. Do you guys know Jonathan?
Yep.
Yes.
He's a fierce silly gamer in the side, part of Versant. Well, I found his accent hard to understand for my Latin American ears. He talks pretty fast,
Yeah.
and doesn't open his mouth a lot, so he talks very fast in a close way, and I found it really hard to understand him. I found an easier time to understand Jonathan McLean, for example, who's Scottish. He's retired now.
Oh yeah, Die Hard.
Yeah.
But he's Scottish, and I thought that I would be having a harder time understanding him and his accent. And it was quite the opposite. I understood him pretty fine, and I had a hard time understanding Beatles.
Yeah, with John, he's for a Scot. He's actually got a really soft accent, so he's fairly easy to understand. I've been sim racing with that guy for 8 years now. So
Whoa!
But back in the old days, and but no, he's for a Scotsman. He doesn't have such a thick accent, so it's a relatively nice understanding. Not too thick. I think he's retired though.
I was surprised when I met him. And then we have Roy with his Canadian accent.
I don't have an accent. Hey? I don't hear an accent. This is the way I talk. But I've heard that before, that I have a Canadian accent. And I really wonder what that is. We have the same thing across this country. Like, we have a pretty big country. In Newfoundland, they speak in their own, dialect, and they have funny terms for things that it's hard to understand what they're saying. And it's like that across the country, actually.
Mike, what kind of steering wheel do you have?
This one's a Logitech G920. I had a G27 for years, and then it packed up. But yeah, can recommend them if anyone's into sim racing. They're probably the best value for money equipment you can get.
I have a G27.
G27 is great. The only reason I've got a G29 is because my G27 had an electrical failure after about 9 years. So it definitely was worth the money.
I just wanted to say I have a G25 and the cat between my legs. I come here? No? Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm here. So I'm having a G25, but I think it broke today because whenever I plug it in my PC, like it's working, but my PC is not recognizing it and it's not working.
Yes! I just took fastest lap in my group. Come on! I'm going for a glory run.
There's a question for Miklos,
Yes,
but
see.
I think what are you planning driver-wise for next season in Pro? Well, first of all, next season for him will be at amateur, not at Pro.
Yes, that's one thing because I'm only a rookie. But I plan to keep my driver for amateur, for pro, and if I reach mastered until then, because I think with that high talent, I am keep training my driver more and more, and later on he will be but try to create an OP driver. Just it takes money and lots of times till that happens.
A driver is an investment, no doubt.
Do you want to buy my driver? The one that's really bad.
Drivers drowning on the rain.
Yeah.
What lap is it already? Is it still raining? Is it lap 5?
Lap 5. Yep.
It's still raining for me.
Still raining.
Still raining. Because I need at least 7 or 8 rain laps for the medium tires to work in the dry if it dries up.
I really hope it will rain continuously without stopping.
Hopefully it doesn't dry up because I have a wet setup.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
Yes.
I'm so heavy this race. I have about 35 laps of fuel.
Yes, I have
For the first
36,
stint.
37 myself.
I'm running a 40. My pace is good, but right now I'm blocked by 2 chaps. I did the fastest lap with already more than 30 laps of fuel in my tank. I have the pace.
That's a good sign.
They're not letting me go.
I'm really.
How many stops are you guys on?
1.
I'm going for 2 because I half expect to burst into flames. So I figured go hard early, get some cash for a good group position, try and steal the fastest lap, and then just go up in flames.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming back from my spend from 35 million in the hole this season, trying to actually get get into back up into positive.
Well, if you are above rookie, I believe it's a bit easier to save money.
Easier to save money at rookie. That's a first.
Yep.
Never heard of that
It's not
before.
that difficult. It's not that difficult, but it's not that easy also.
It's relatively easy because you can get away with 0 clear track all
If you have
season
a good
long.
driver, if you have a good driver, you can go all 0 for the season, and you can earn money all the races, and then you can make a huge amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
What would you call a good driver?
But on the other hand, you need to improve your car, and that requires money. You know, you have money, but if you don't want to have a very bad car by the time you enter amateur, you do need to upgrade your parts, and that takes a lot of money of that money that you can save going 0 clear track.
For example, last season I went to rookie because one of my friends, I told you that one of my friends wanted me to go to rookie, and I did a whole 0 clear track season in rookie, and I promoted with about 85 million.
How much? 85?
85 million amount.
Whoa.
And the level 4 car. So it's not that.
That's pretty efficient.
I had a pretty good driver. I had to admit that. For rookie, there was a real beast of a driver for rookie. He was a real beast for rookie, but for amateur, I wanted to keep him, but I screwed up in the trainings. I did a technical training, and he gained about 100 motivation, and I was ready to do the contract renewals.
Ouch.
Oh, that's great.
Not gonna lie, I'm
Yes.
being a bit frustrated right now because I'm being held up so much.
Me too. Apart from the first one, I have 5 seconds from me to the second, and I am 12th. The first
Dude
is
is holding me
escaping.
up for like 5 laps now and can't really do anything. I mean,
I'm
not yet at
coming
least.
for you. I'm coming, Roy.
Huh?
Wow.
Grab yourself, Roy.
I'm in the pit.
Check behind. Oh,
Well,
one has made a driver. One has made a driver mistake. Come on, let's go.
oh, I
11th place.
expect one, anyways. I expect one through the race, but
Oh yeah, the Indian. The Indian always pushes. Okay,
uh,
nice. Well, nice for me. Come on. I have the pace to go for the first one, but
Well, I'm currently at second, and Jan is ahead of me by almost 4 seconds, and I'm not even close to closing the gap. So nicely done, Jan. Congratulations on your race win.
Jinx
Alright.
it.
that could
Nice
be a
jinx.
different. Sorry, that could be a different pit stop strategy. Short.
that's a nice way to jinx. That's a nice way to jinx someone.
Yep.
Not my intention. I hope he does well in the race. Not my intention to jinx him. But I don't know, because he sometimes does some extra pits because he doesn't want to score too many points at the risk of an accidental promotion. But I don't know. He is now several points behind the promotion spots, so he might be scoring without compromising his position.
Uh-huh. We had a good fight in Amateur 67 for the top four. And this series of wet races let the leader get way ahead. But the rest of the top 2 to 5 are in a good battle. So it's interesting to watch my racing.
Yeah, Oliveira is escaping right now.
I'm sorry?
Danilo is escaping right now.
Yeah, I see.
There's another
I can't
Italian
get out
in the fight.
When are you going? No, it's a Portuguese guy.
Oh, Portuguese. I heard the name and I assume it was Italian too.
No, it's Danilo Oliveira.
Oliveira.
Portuguese guy. When are you going to stop, Roy? And what lap?
I'm thinking about lap 20.
Lap 20?
Yeah, I did a short stint to the front so I'd have grid position.
So you hope that that there's going to be a dry stint, or no? Just
not
like
at
20
all.
laps, 20 laps, and then a longer one for the end.
36. I
I'm doing the
figure
opposite.
full range.
I'm doing the opposite. 35 at the beginning and 20 for the end. And
There you go.
Roy,
I
I'm
just hope
spectating
that
you right now.
it's enough.
Just looking how you are doing.
Stuck behind these guys. I'm quick enough, but they're quicker, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I'm just fast forwarding because I'm not at the point yet, and I just like to watch you racing fast forward because normal speed is too slow for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually catch my race half an hour, 45 minutes late. And then you do that 2 or 3, and it's fun to watch.
Then we are doing the same. Like I like to delay it so much that I watch it usually at 10:30. Not 10:30. Wait, 9:30 in my time zone.
Okay.
And I just love to fast forward
Oh,
and just
yeah.
watch how the race is going.
I passed. 10th place. Come on.
We
Nice
have
comment.
something saying that we are going to have a dry stint because humidity levels are low. What do you think, guys?
Well, in the end, rain percentages are raising. Well, I personally don't know.
Yeah, I won't associate the humidity with chances of rain.
Unless
So
it comes in the next 5 minutes or so, I don't think there's going to be any dry stuff.
I hope.
I just hope there won't be any dry stints because
Yeah.
in dry I'm a bit slower and
More than me, my driver hopes.
I have to get this first stint in if it is going to get dry, because if I go dry with what am I carrying? 97. Oh, I don't know. Way too much fuel for medium tires.
Oh, 8th place.
ouch.
Well, I fuel for the medium tires. I'm over fuel for the rain, but just in case we had some dry stints, I fueled for the duration of the tires.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops.
I was switching races. I was watching on one of the monitors. I was going to go check up and see how Miklos's race is doing, because I said I got a few guys I'm playing World of Tanks with that have all signed up. One of them's in Miklos's group, and
really? Who is that?
ferociously chasing him down.
What's his name?
JY
Oh,
JY Racer.
yes. Oh yes. Well, he had some good races in my group, but I don't
Yeah.
know. Like,
Yeah, he's been getting some fuel numbers and setup tips from the rest of us, and he's been getting so annoyed because he keeps running out of fuel on the last lap.
I mean, he's improving
That's
because
so rookie.
yeah, like when the season started, then he was so behind, but as we are progressing with the races, he's getting better and better.
Yeah. No, he just keeps following my fuel numbers, and for whatever reason, they're just they're different. I guess because different car or different driver, etc. But they're always wrong for him, and it keeps leaving him pitting on the last lap. And he gets so angry
But
about it. It's
How you
hilarious.
guys are calculating it for him?
I'm just doing it based off this tool spreadsheet thingy I got. So I'm just kind of guesswork because that's wrong for me anyway. Like the numbers aren't accurate, so I'm just kind of guessing based off that, and then adding 10 liters and telling him that's what it is.
Leave some safety margin, and he will be sure not to run out of fuel. Like a good 5 or 6 liters, so it's guaranteed.
He got a win a couple rounds ago, and he was so happy about it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna promote. It's gonna be great." And then the next race, he stuffed it in a wall. So like the actual driver mistake and technical problems. The driver hit a wall. So yeah, we've been giving him some grief about that.
Why can't I overtake this dude? He's not faster than me. So weird.
Yeah. He's been left in the dust by Miklos.
I see you got through there, Luca.
Oh yeah, and another one with a driver mistake. 7th place.
That works. Oh, here we go. Oh, you're that far ahead of me? I'm watching it on
Let's see my lap. Wow. I was expecting better.
Yeah, the leader right now checking out in A77.
fourth and 7th. You gonna catch me? I'm actually playing as a spoiler here because I'm not going for a promotion, but I'm quick enough to mess their racing. Yeah, exactly.
Evil laughter.
I mean, hopefully, if I score some more podiums, then my promotion might be 100%. Like so far, I'm going pretty good. But if it's going that good, then I might try to win the championship just as a prestige, even though it will be difficult.
I had that moment last season, like promotion secured, and it's like you get to the cup final, and it's like, you want to win it, don't you?
Well, I already DNF'd from the cup because
The
guy was
temptation, the temptation to overspend to win the cup.
I
I'm
got
just
lucky.
thinking a lot now.
I think I got lucky because the two guys that were up there with me in the championship fight last season in R50, they knocked each other out, or one of them knocked the other one out of the cup, and then the other one went on like a
Questo
money.
acceso così puoi andare.
What's that?
Well, at the moment, I'm just thinking about how should I time my parts, because I try to make lots of calculations of how should I upgrade my stuffs, or how should I demote, not demote, but like, I don't even know the English word for that.
Downgrade.
Yes, okay, thank you. Downgrade the parts, but no matter what I do, I end up spending that extra money that I don't want to spend.
Quando vai su mi porti giù una coscia.
Va
Lei
bene,
non ha mangiato.
dopo sì.
Yeah, if you're like guaranteed promotion, you may as well just like for one race just smoke it out on duff parts and just say, oh well, you lose some points, but you save the money that you would have spent upgrading the car.
Well, the good thing about smoking last races is that if you are planning to bring a driver from rookie to amateur or from amateur to pro to the next tier, you can always plan the smoke to lower the OA of the driver.
Indeed. Yeah.
Oh, what would that? Because that'd tank their motivation, wouldn't it?
That and sponsors, and you still have the same expenses, only less income. I tried not to smoke races. I'm one race over taking this driver to pro, and it happened because I got 2 points last race, which was unexpected. He was close. And now I look at it and I can't possibly pull him down. So, when you look at the overall package, now I've got a driver, but the only thing I can do now is build the package and see what happens after his next 28 races. How's that?
That's some forward planning.
It was. Broke my heart to see him go. I couldn't. I just, I can't. I'm really pissed off. Pick them up in rookie.
I'm here, Roy.
I'm sorry.
Roy, I'm here.
Yeah. You're here. Oh, you're getting
All right.
close.
Watch your back.
Uh-huh.
Hey!
I'm coming. I'm coming for you.
Opa.
Wow.
That's a real
Wow.
threat.
Almost
got
2
passed.
seconds quicker.
You just got passed.
Hey, there we go. I'm on fire now. Lap 40.
No,
I hope not literally though.
2 driver
No,
mistakes. No.
Oh, when he makes a mistake.
2 driver mistakes. 2 driver mistakes in front of me.
Yeah,
I can't
in the
believe
same
it.
corner.
I can't believe it.
I lost
Good
3
place.
places. Oh well.
No, I can't believe it.
Uh,
Started.
What kind of-
I started 16th and now I'm 5th.
What
Nice.
kind of wet track race you are using that you are making mistakes so often?
Me?
Well, whoever made 2 mistakes in the same corner.
No, well, I made a mistake and someone else, another driver, did the same.
Oh, I see.
I'm running stupid risks, which I never do. I'm running 30 clear track wet.
And I'm
And
on
I've got
40.
nothing to lose. I'm having some fun.
Well,
No,
that's
it's
great.
not. it's not that much. 30. It's
That's
not
standard.
like you're pushing 60 or 70 clear track. That would be stupid.
Exactly.
yeah, no, no,
Really,
I
really
don't.
stupid.
A little push.
Once in a while, but this is these are the I might hit a 35 clear track. I don't push a lot. I get the machine to do it and the driver.
Well, I recall my last time at amateur, I was pushing at 35 clear track. And with that, I was able to train the driver every race too. I didn't need power or anything. It was a little nice push for
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
Well, this season I made my last push for points with 25, and I finished 6th in a race, so it wasn't that bad.
Well, but maybe if you pushed a little more, you could have grabbed a few more points.
Yeah, maybe.
That's
Or
a
you could have
possibility.
or you could have had a few more driver mistakes.
Oh, for sure.
It depends on the field, you know. Sometimes
Uno
if
prima
you
con
have
margine.
clean air, you don't
Ora
get that
posso venire a
many
cena.
driver mistakes.
Correct.
Well, I have a crazy idea the time when I get promoted to amateur. I mean, not really a crazy idea, but more like a conservative defending tactic. I don't, I don't really try to get promoted immediately to pro, but stay one season and saving some money, then maybe try next season to get promoted. Not sure yet.
That's bold.
Do I need more time in amateur?
It's nice to spend some time at amateur because you can build the car a bit at a low cost. You have a nice income expenditures relation.
Mhm.
So I would stay for a while amateur if I were you. Then at pro you have bigger expenses and you have people testing already and building the car through testing. That's more expenditures. I don't think that promoting right away is a very good idea unless you have a lot of money and a plan to test at pro immediately.
Meanwhile,
I
I'm
do
here trying to
to-
survive in AM.
Well, I hope I will have the ability to
Hmm?
go up.
Mike is still looking for his first point at amateur.
Yep.
That's his dream. His Pro dream is to score a point at amateur.
Well, it didn't happen last time, like way back in season 23, and it was so devastating. I took 10 years off from the game pretty much.
That's a bit of an overreaction, I think.
But no, came back into it, started last season, blitzed through rookie and thought, oh yeah, this would be quite nice, play around in AM, see how it goes, and then get promoted to amateur and everything just sort of hits you like a ton of bricks. You're like, oh. It's like being taught to swim by being kicked in the deep end of a swimming pool that's full of sharks. So it's, So I've done my my crazy mid-season $40 million dollar car upgrade, sticking me miles in the hole, and now I'm just trying to recover from it. I would say it worked though. I think I'm secure to a degree,
You
and
need
I
to
should
score
still have
points.
some funds left.
Do you need to score points?
I've got an alright best finish at the moment, so it's looking like that might carry over. It just depends on how many people go nuts in the last couple of races trying to get some points.
It's unlikely that you will relegate, Mike. With that, it was a 12. I don't remember if it was an 11th or a 12th.
I think it was 12th.
Yeah,
12.
it should be enough with that, for sure.
You should be okay.
Oh no, it was an 11th.
11th.
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, agreed.
I could have snatched some points at Sepang, but I got my time spent on tracking the wrong weather. Like wait to pit if it starts raining and stops raining. I got my laps wrong for that, and it cost me a shot at about 6th or 7th. But you know, at least it's proof that points are possible. Just gotta, you know, try and avoid doing the stupid stuff, and we'll see how we go.
It's the money end of the game that's difficult. As you go up the levels, things become more expensive. You have to invest more to stay competitive or to become competitive. Amateur is a good place to build that stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, but on the flip side, everybody's building that stuff in amateur. So if you come in fresh off of a rookie season, you know, like you've done a good rookie season, you come in with a level 3 or a level 4 car and 30 odd million in the bank, and then you're like, oh, this is, you know, unless you have some worldy of a driver, you're not making that up in a hurry.
I mean, knowing myself, I think I will spare lots of money, maybe even more than I need, because nice background music.
Who's calling?
Pronto?
¿Cuánto?
Ah, mamma, sì, te la passo.
Yeah, so knowing myself, I think even 60 million would be wouldn't be satisfied with it, and I would want more before I just get promoted to pro.
I did it the opposite way when I first started playing. I had a hard time, and then I scored points, and then I had a hard time, and I've been at it for 10 years. I'm still having a hard time.
Carl, you can actually put in some alright times when you're smoking, can't you?
It depends what part is smoking.
That's true. I'm just chugging along doing 203.5s while smoking. And the guys at towards the back of the, I'm guessing they're trying to no stop. They're doing 203.8s, so there's a chance they might not even come last in this race.
Woohoo!
Little victory, little victories.
Little victories. Take them while you got them.
Mike, are you planning to change your driver this season, or?
I don't know. If it keeps raining, no, because that's the only real time my driver comes good is when it's raining. But no, I still I'm looking on the driver the driver market and the people that are out there, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually see how what stat my driver's missing other than stamina. So I figure if I can just keep if I can actually get some budget, I can keep testing and keep training his stamina, and he should maybe in a season's time be all right. It's just a case of surviving, but I've got, the base level of car now. If I can kind of keep this up to the end of the season, then, I've got a good car for the start of next season at least, and then just hope it rains in the first couple of races, try and nab a point, and then just save money all season.
Well, the weather gods are evil.
Evil weather is great. Evil weather for racing just makes everything much more fun.
What about the go-kart races? Do you like the rain there too?
Yeah. When
Really?
yeah. Rain racing is great fun. Especially when it rains just after you leave the pit lane. So you go out and your whole grid's on slick tires, and then all of a sudden just a mad downpour. And I mean, I live in the UK. That happens regularly enough that everyone's like, well, just go out and have fun sliding around. It's mental.
Maybe that's how Hamilton got to be so good.
One of the best British driver for that stuff is if you ever watch Jenson Button in the rain. Like that's a spectacle right there. And he started racing out at one of the kart tracks that I frequent, so that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Jensen was a magician with the tires, so his tire management was at another level.
yeah, no kidding.
Indeed.
Like he was my favorite when it was 2009. You know, when he had the brown. Then I was like, okay, Jensen, you can do it. Like he proved it so many times that he's a better driver, and for such a long time he couldn't choose a good team, and this is why he couldn't win a championship. But when he did, like he deserved it. Obviously, he deserved it so much.
That was fantastic. I still think the best one was the one race in Canada where he was at one point in the race in every single position. He had 5 pit stops and a drive-through, and then took the win on the last lap. That was
2011. Yep.
That was awesome.
I mean, this is the kind of performance you're not gonna see too often. Like, I'm not even sure that is it possible to happen again.
Yeah, with the dominance of the Mercs, if one of them has a bad first lap or something, then there's a chance. But
Yeah,
it's
so
not. It's certainly not going to be as special as when Button did it.
Well, if you remove the Mercs from the grid, you can get a pretty competitive field. So if they wouldn't be there, then F1 would be one of the most exciting sports ever at the moment.
Well, I would think if we remove the Mercs, it will be all Verstappen win. So
Yeah,
we should, we should remove the Verstappen too.
Yeah, Formula 1.5 is just Max Verstappen now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
But no, the midfield in F1 has got far more interesting this year.
Yeah.
In the midfield, F1 is always been pretty close. Like back at 2018 as well, last year, this year.
Yeah,
No,
but now we have Ferrari.
Yeah, this year Ferrari have fallen back into midfield, and Williams aren't quite hopeless, so they're almost there.
As a Ferrari fan, it hurts so much to see what's going on with them ever since last year. It just, I don't know. I don't know if they could just climb back where they were back at 2018 and 2017.
60 years.
Yeah.
No, I think their next best bet is wait for the regulation changes.
Well, having no changes next season might give them a break of some sort, but they are lagging. It's sad to see.
There's the crazy reg changes are coming for 2022, so like everything's going to get a complete redesign. So that's probably their best bet at getting back competitive.
Yeah, let's hope.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I cheer for Verstappen, but my heart's with Ferrari.
Same goes here because, you know, when you're chained to Verstappen, that he's the only one who can beat the Mercs, and finally when someone beats them, then you will be so happy.
Yep. Reminds me of the Schumacher years where it was boring. He'd win.
Well, not even the Schumacher years were so boring. Like, of course, 2004 and 2002 was kinda, but at least they had some competitors like Montoya, for example, or Raikkonen or Coulthard. They were there all the time and, you know, challenged them. But at the moment, the advantage is so big for the Mercs, it's not really possible to go for the win unless some tire management issues are appearing, just like at Silverstone.
Yeah. No, you're right there. Those pink Mercedes are kind of an eye popper.
And what the trace point.
I really want them to get a podium. I really hope they do.
Just as long as
Perez. I'm not sure if it's possible for them, to be honest.
Yeah, we will need one Merc out, and job done.
I mean, as for race pace, Red Bull is in front of them. I mean, at least Verstappen.
Yeah,
Right.
I won his other history.
So basically, as long as the two Mercs and Verstappen are in the race, it's no chance for AC Point to get a podium.
Ooh,
Stroll isn't too bad a driver when he's got a car underneath him.
Still, many people are against him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
I
still
don't
many
know
people
why.
talking bad about him.
I don't know. I think if you switched out Lance Stroll for George Russell, let's say, another Mercedes driver, then the results would greatly improve for Tracing Point as a whole.
Tracing Point.
But they are.
Perfect.
I love how Roy loves it so much, that name.
Tracing Point. So, Flo, is it still raining?
It is.
Oh,
Good.
thank God.
And it's
It
gone
is.
past the half-hour mark, and that was the most chance of it being dry.
Okay, so I'm happy right now because I don't want the rain to stop. So yeah, thank you.
Well, I'm still in second.
Nice.
It's raining. I have a rain set up, so I'm happy to. I prepare for the dry in case it came, but I'm pretty happy with the rain if it rains or race. Yanis
I
is
mean,
still ahead of me.
being second in master is a great achievement in my eyes. So keep it up.
Keep it up. No, I'm happy. I wanted to score some points this race. We'll see if I can achieve that.
Well, with the second place,
And
definitely just keep your position somehow.
if I can score some points, I'll be done for the season, I think. I need to save on parts. I have overspent a bit earlier this season. I forgot I was at master. I was spending like if I were a elite, and
Mhm.
it wasn't the case. It's not needed to keep the car level so high at master. When I fix it now, I did some changes to my season plan and cut on some costs, and I think I'll be fine by the end of the season. I also added some sponsors to the car to be able to afford the over expenditure. Yeah, but I'll be alright, I think.
But I have a
What
problem with sponsors at the moment.
Same.
what
think-
what happens with your sponsors, Miklos?
Nothing. There never been sponsors before because I get that 10-way sponsor with $1 million, which was a dream, and then I happen to get a sponsor, but only gives me 106,000, which is like nowhere near that 1 million. And I'm just trying to get more and more. Like I'm dealing with three sponsors at the moment, but I still needs time in order to get all the three.
Yes, but I think that the good thing about sponsor negotiation at Rookie is that as there are not that many managers starting races, you can grab more than one and start negotiating them to get them signed in the future.
Mhm.
Right.
If you have competition and that competitor is not promoting to the next level, his negotiation will get reset, so you will be left alone with the
Yeah.
sponsor anyway. So it's a good place to start negotiations, I think, multiple negotiations.
That's
Yeah,
what I
sounds
did.
good.
that's what I did coming out of rookie. I had one sponsor and 3 negotiations going, and they all came out solo. And my plan was there. It was.
I took a sponsor negotiation out of rookie. Like it wasn't done when I promoted, so it was set to be done a couple races into amateur. Then they walked away because of bad performance.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, people are starting
Oh,
to
not again. Jeez. And he drives into the wall. No, pretty close.
Hang on a minute. We're not at halfway yet. There's
Already
loads
halfway.
no, we're about three laps from halfway, and a
Oh,
bunch of people in all the races I'm watching. A bunch of them are all pitting. They all messed up their fuel. Well, maybe unless they're doing short stints on
how
the first.
happy you are because of that. I just love it how happily you said that.
Well, I'm just sitting here on fire, driving around in 20th place. You know, misery loves company.
I mean, you need some ice then. So just grab some till the end of the race and then you can cool yourself down.
I'm just hoping I make it to the end of the race, to be fair. I'm surprised. There's 31 qualified in my group. One guy's out, and he's been retiring on like lap 5 for the last couple of races. Like, I think he's kind of doing just get through the races because he's got some points. He's like get through the races and then stay up. But
Yeah.
I'm running P20th despite the fact I've been smoking since lap 14. So it's going great.
He's pushing
Mike.
those pedals.
It's exceeding expectations.
Mike told you.
Yeah.
I told you were going to get away with it, most likely.
It's actually
Yes,
making-
he was planning to smoke a few races ago. And he was wondering if he was going to be able to make 90%, and it's highly likely he does.
still a bit away from 90%, but yeah, it's looking promising. But no, I think that race I asked you, and then I dumped like 30 million into upgrading the car instead. I was like, I'll smoke in a few races time. It'll be fine.
I have the tendency when I have the money to really race. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I wear the hell out of everything.
I'm used to racing on a budget in real life. Didn't think I'd be racing on this tight of a budget on cheap pro yet. I figured it'd be going far more smoothly.
Luis Morales says he will stop around laps 36. Me too. I'm overfueled too. But I did it on purpose.
And to be fair, going long on the first stint seems to always really work out. You don't lose too much time running with a little bit extra fuel at the start, and then you gain seconds a lap. Well, during the pit window, like when you overcut them, and obviously in the wet the tires don't wear, so it's probably smarter to go that late, right?
Yes, but in my case, I'm overfueled for the second stint because I fuel for dry, just in case. So I be with something like 20 more liters that I'm supposed to be for the final stint. So that advantage of being lighter will not be there.
Yeah. Well, I did my stint on lap 24, which was too longer than expected. But my thing is, he just had a 7+ second driver mistake and just blew my advantage. But it was working.
It was working. Yeah, all those driver mistakes are shit.
Yeah.
Especially when you get the big ones that are 7-8 seconds.
Yeah.
I start to be a little afraid of amateur and mainly pro by now, as you guys told me a lot of advices about it.
It's dangerous to go alone.
Well, I am alone, so I might be in danger. Who knows?
Now, what you need to do is you need to find yourself a team of like-minded goofballs who just play other games together, and then be precisely zero support to any of the other people and just mock each other for doing terribly in amateur.
You are
Well, that's
so
one
evil,
way.
but I like it.
With teammates like that, you
Yep.
don't know the enemies.
It's great. We got the best team ever.
Yeah.
Although speaking of that, one of our team, Chris, he's 30 plus seconds ahead in his rookie split now. So yeah, Chris is dominating in rookie 7. So we're at least getting one win for the team. Yeah, Chris Williamson, another.
Chris Williamson. Yes, I shared the old Pro 18 in its first season. The season that Pro 18 got opened, Chris and I landed there, and he won the group.
Cool. Yeah, he knows what he's doing on this. He owns the team brain cell.
Well, he got to master, so
I think he got to
He
elite.
knows something now, yes. So
did he
once
get to
again,
elite? I
master.
don't recall that. I do remember him promoting to master, but I don't remember Chris going to elite. We should check that.
Oh yeah, he spent 2 seasons in elite, season 24 and 25.
Oh. No, didn't know that. That was before I joined the game. Someone that is a bigger dinosaur than myself.
I think technically I was on the game before you, but then I had my massive layover where I forgot
Yes,
everything.
you have less races than me in the game, but you joined before me.
Yeah, way back in season 19. That was ages ago.
Like, funny enough, I joined back
I
at
don't know, 10
2011.
years ago. Is that 10 years ago? Yes.
10 and a half, something like that.
I don't
There
think
we
I
go.
have more than 22 races under 9 years.
Yeah, 10 years, 5 months was the start of 19.
Well, I shined in 2011, season 26. Yep.
Same as me.
Yep.
That's the season I joined the game. Season
I love-
26, race 12.
Season 14. Oh. Yeah.
Dino.
Well, we can beat that.
Fossil, not a dino. Fossil.
No, Ethan Pitt.
Yep.
He's coming out of the pits now.
I just overtook the guy finally.
Yeah, in front of Jasper.
Lap 30, lap
Okay, he
31.
came in. Okay, he came out. I need some fasting laps. Okay. Yeah, I still have time though.
I was on my phone texting Noah, asking me when the Ark is leaving.
Hopefully not this season. Keep the rain. Keep wet races until like race 4 next season. Then
Yeah, please. I will be pleased with that.
that's when my driver runs out of contract.
Well, it's good so far. I'm leading, and I think the guy who pitted has put some terrible laps because of the high fuel. So I might have a chance for the overcut. Who knows? Let's hope.
Well, Jan pit, so I'm leading the race for a few laps until I do the pit stop myself, which is going to be lap 36, 37. I'm not sure because I think I overfuel for lap 36.
Well, I just pitted it.
I
Let's
might be
see.
like half one lap over fuel.
To be honest, I think I have. Well, I think I overfueled the car by 2 + 2 laps, so all in all 4. If I recount it now, should be enough. I think.
I think
Okay, I'm in the
screwed
pits.
with you. I think I screwed for this race. I will pit in the last laps.
Let's see.
Sagar is mocking me because I have a horrible pits TD, and last race I had a 24-second speed. I'm at master, I'm not
Wow.
at amateur.
Wow.
24.
Yes,
I
I
am very
know.
happy. I'm
I'm,
very
I'm,
happy with the 24-second pit stop.
I'm looking in Rookie 7 and one of my Royal of the Tanks teammates. He's done a 21.9 second pit stop.
Yes, I know I suck.
I wish mine could be that good. Mine are 26.7 this
I
race.
mean, wait. I got a 21-second pit stop right now. I don't know how, but that's a new record.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Congratulations.
I'm lucky. Well, thanks to that, I came back to lead, and well, everything should be fine. No, sorry about if I'm talking about myself too much. I'm just happy. That's all. I mean,
It's
rather talk about
perfectly
your
fine.
races. Okay.
It's perfectly fine to be happy about your race. And we want to know how rookies are doing too. It's
Oh,
not all about the lead race,
Yeah, you're kind. Thanks. Thanks for that. Sweet of you to say that. Well, at the moment there is one car which is smoking here, but there are only 8 racers. Like we started with 14 racers, and we are at only 8 around the end of the season.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, it seems
Okay.
like you just end up in a quiet split. I mean, there's 20. Well, I'm watching Rookie 7 as well, and there's 23 of them in there this race. Usually there's 24, 25. So I guess you just you end up in a quiet group.
Twice in a row actually, because last season wasn't so. There wasn't too many drivers. Like when we finished the season, because I joined last season, when we finished it, there were like 6 people racing, and we started as 10, and now we started 14, and only 8 people are racing now.
Yeah, that's the one thing. This big difference between most rookie groups and AM groups is AM you're looking at a full or very close to a full lobby or a full split every race. So if you have a bad qualifying, you're starting already 15, 20 seconds behind the leader,
Yes.
Yes.
and that's just time you ain't never gonna make up.
And how long are you guys playing this game for?
Mm,
I've been playing this game. Well, I took about a 10-year gap. I guess about 6 seasons, 7 seasons now, with
Wow,
a
that's
10-year
nice.
gap in between.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I started in 2011. I had a couple of breaks too. So it's pretty curious because I started playing as a child. I playing when I was teenage, and now I'm playing it as an adult. It's
Mhm.
really weird, you know.
No, that's addiction.
That's a
Yeah,
scary.
yeah. I always come back. I leave it and I come back. Somehow I always come back.
That's the scary thing when you leave it a while and you go to like update your profile picture and you're just like, I used to look like that.
That's right.
Well, Ethan joined as a child too. I don't know how old he was, but he was pretty young. And now he's getting polls at elite. They grow up so fast.
hope to
I'm
be there.
going to check his profile to see exactly how old he is.
It's weird enough, but when I was about to start GPRO for the first time, I was only 12.
12.
Yes, but maybe this is why I didn't really start it, because I didn't have the patience for the whole thing.
That's the point. When you're too young, you don't have the patience for this sort of game. It's not attractive for children.
Right.
They start liking it more as they grow up. Some of them stay, some of them leave. Here at the chat, for example, we have Andresito Sanchez.
Andresito.
Hello, Andresito. He says he joined when he was 14. That's why Andresito, because it's a name for young people. It's young Andres. I do remember Andresito when he was young, and he left and he came back because you cannot get away from GPRO too long.
You can't leave this game. No, you can't.
You can't escape. Once you're in, you can't escape.
It's an intriguing and difficult game, and that's what keeps me here. I mean, after all these seasons, I'm still learning stuff, and I'm going to keep doing it.
Who is GP at the YouTube chat? He says he joined when he was 9, but I don't know who that is.
Don't ban him,
GP.
please.
No, I'm not going to ban him. I just want to know who that is.
Oh, Gear.
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 Yes, he was pretty young.
He started when he's 9 and he still is 9. Heyo.
Wow, for real? It's amazing.
Well, he's 19 now. Gear, if I recall correctly. So that's 10 years ago that he joined.
I remember his name from the forum back then. Yeah.
Yes, he was an annoyance when he was a kid. I do remember his earlier posts too. But he has grown up a lot now. I hope he gets a team soon.
Yeah, he's always useful help in the chat. Late on race days where I'm wondering where it's all gone wrong. He's like, well, this is how you fix it. I'm like, sweet.
And we have Andreas Raman, who says he was 14 when he joined the game. That's pretty young too. I was 31 when I joined the game. I was pretty old already.
Yeah, I was 14 as well. That's disappointing. I'm old enough that I have to actually do maths to work out how old I was when I started playing this game. It's a good game though. It's one of those ones where literally it's not based off reflexes or anything like that. It's just purely based on numbers, strategy.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, of how you're managing the team.
Yeah.
How you manage a team and understanding the connections between different areas of the game. And if If you can manage your money, there's no reason you can't be successful. Have a good driver, manage your money, you just end up successful. But
It teaches you how to invest wisely.
I'm sorry.
It teaches you how to invest.
Yeah, eventually I'll learn. In real life, budget is a word that is not in my vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? I, I just spend and deal with it as it comes. And I can't do this with this game, so it's kind of giving me some structure. But I love it.
Well, I joined because my then boyfriend, now husband, told me about the game.
Was it
He
good?
was casually talking about something else, and he said, "Oh, well, I need to tune the race." What race? I asked,
Uh-huh.
and that's how it began. It all started there. I was intrigued by the idea of watching the race and seeing the results of what you had planned before. I like the concept. I had never played such kind of game in the past. And I regret that I got to G Pro too late, but when you find out, you find out. How did you find out of the game, guys?
I think I just clicked on some ad I saw at some point, probably.
Yeah.
It was in that era of just clicking the funny colored buttons, and then you end up on something. And thankfully, this wasn't a virus. This was a good game, so you know. And then I took well, I say that this because this actually really comes true for pretty much everyone in my whole team on G Pro. Like all the realish guys, with the exception of Josh, we were just looking through some old sim racing liveries, and we found some from like 2015 or actually no 2013 or something. It was from a team that Chris Williamson was running in sim racing, and they had G Pro stickering or G Pro logos on the cars, and they were like, you know what, let's play that again. And so we started playing that. We had a group of about 10, 11 of us that all kind of said, yeah, we're going to play this. And some of them, their interest is kind of petered out, but we got still 4 or 5 of us kept going, and we picked up a couple other buddies along the way. And then me and Chris play on a same World of Tanks team. So I say we, I've been bugging these guys to all start joining the game as well. And
World of Tanks.
Yep. Yeah,
it's funny you mentioned the ad of G Pro at the car, because I forced my husband to add a G Pro ad to the car he's currently racing at the Assetto Corsa League.
Cool.
So now he has a G Pro car.
I think me and Chris put when we did on R Factor 2, we did a Citroen C1 endurance race. It was 3 hours of Croft and then 3 hours of Rockingham, and we had a G Pro sticker on our C1. Then on our little tiny Citroen C1 that just goes for like 3 hours. It was great.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, if I ever get my hands on some G Pro stickers, I'll stick them on my cart. But there's still room on it.
And what about you, Luca? How did you find out of the game?
I found out about it with a friend. It was not that good at the game, but he told me about it, and it was really exciting. And I said, well, let's give it a try. I had a great first season. I remember I had a great first season. I was about to promote in my first season, but I decided to take some time to learn a lot of other aspects of the game, and I promoted the next one with a bit more knowledge. It was 7 years ago.
7 years ago. Well, that's quite a lot too.
2013.
We have a dino day today because even if you came back to the game later, most of the people that is today at the streaming joined long ago. Miklos, for example, he has something like 40 races in the game. Miklos?
24, maximum of 22. I don't have too much because I will have like, wait, I'm gonna check because I will have 17 this season. Last season I had like maybe 6 or 7, I'm not sure.
Yes, but you joined before I did in the game.
I mean, what did you say? Because I didn't hear it.
That you joined before I did in 2011, but you joined a few months before I did.
2011, 4th of May. Yes.
Terence Webb is asking if my husband still plays G Pro. No, he doesn't. He quit playing G Pro almost 2 years ago. He at first he had a team with some of his colleagues at work and some sim racers that played with him other games, and he had a team with 8-9 people at a point, but then the rest of the people started retiring and he lost enthusiasm to keep playing and stopped playing 2 years ago. But
That's
he
sad.
played the game for something like 8 years. It was a long time.
Mhm.
He got to pro.
But it's a bit sad when people are losing their enthusiasm towards the game because things are not really working out for them. It's, I don't know, like ever since I started playing this game, it gave me lots of excitement, a lot of happiness when I reached some great positions. So it motivates me all the time to continue and just reach further than before and eventually reach a high level.
Besides the results you get, if you get good company, then you're going to stay around.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that adds a
that's why
completely different layer to the game.
By the way, Jaguar Racing is recruiting.
Oh, really?
Really. Talking about the company, we are one player down at the moment. But if you have the good teammates and maybe you join the chat and meet new people there, that helps you stay around and stay motivated. It's the people who don't have good company who quit.
Yep.
In my opinion, of course.
Yeah, that happened to me a couple of times. Yep.
Well, you recently joined a team, Vladdy.
Yeah, quite a team.
Quite a team. It has the champion in it, so
yeah,
that's a great accomplishment for you to be recruited by the team of the champion.
Yeah, well, I actually got rejected the first time in March, I think. But, well,
don't call it rejection. You were not recruited. You were not chosen, but that doesn't mean you were rejected.
Yeah, well, it's yeah, I will call it that way. So
it sounds harsh if you call it rejection.
right. So yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty good group of people. Yeah, it's what. Sorry, I don't know how to say it, but what surprised me the most is not the amount of data or tools that we have, but the group of people. I found
it's a nice bunch.
Exactly. Yeah. So I found myself in a group of people from a lot of countries with a lot of different personalities. But I'm really comfortable. You always have someone to talk with. Yeah, I'm really happy to be here.
Somehow you fit there.
I don't know. I'm like a new blood. I think. I'm starting in the
Honeymoon.
yeah yeah.
It's
Well,
the honeymoon stage.
I'm like the new project of Manati, if I would say it in some way.
Mira la chat.
So I don't know. I'm pretty happy.
Well, you have the new driver too, so it was like you made big changes all at the same time. You changed
Yeah,
team.
you recall that in the Spanish stream I was talking that I was preparing my driver for pro. But then a couple of races later, I joined Malati.
And they brainwash you.
Yeah, yeah. As you say, they brainwashed me. Yeah. I realized that my driver was pretty expensive. It was not bad, but it was pretty expensive. So yeah, I decided to start a project. It's a long-term project.
Well, it's nice when you join a new team and it's a team that has a nice experience like Malati, because they have been bringing many managers to elite lately. So you have lots of elite experience now in the team.
Yeah.
And when you have all that experience, it helps you really, really a lot to build your own project. I experienced that when I joined Jaguar too. I was at amateur, and I spent the first season at Jaguar thinking about what kind of driver I wanted and to building a plan to reach the higher leagues. And I spent a full season doing that. My first season learning and choosing a driver, and it was a great experience. By the time I got to elite, I was the first Jaguar to retain elite more than 2 or 3 seasons, and I was actually the first Jaguar to win an elite race. It was great to be able to return the knowledge I was given and the mistakes that they have made to get the experience, and I was able to return that in a win, and it was great for me.
Yeah, it
Maybe
must have been pretty satisfying getting the result of all that work.
Well, yes, because your teammates did big sacrifices to get themselves to the higher leagues and made many mistakes and learned on the way and were able to tell you what they did wrong, what they did right, and when you can get that and materialize it in results, it's satisfying for the full team.
Mm.
I think that you are going on that way, Vladimir.
Yeah, I have a long way in AMA now. I'm planning to promote in season 81, so it's going to be a long time here in amateur.
Oh, it'll be boring, I know. It'll become boring at a point.
Yeah, well, but I'm okay with that because I know that things are going to get better each season. So I think that the worst time is now when I'm pretty dead last every race. But yeah, I will get better. So
Yes, I remember when I qualified 40th and 39th at amateur, and those were hard times. I did something similar to you. I retained, I got my retention points with the driver. I dropped it and hired a new driver for a long-term plan. And when I started using that driver, I was dead last too.
that's a cute dog.
Excuse me.
Then,
I
then
can't
on
stop
the-
watching the dog.
I'm on Doobie Patrol. This is my Doobie, the dog.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hey there.
Come on.
Hello, doggo.
Oh, he waves.
Look at
Good boy.
He loves racing.
He's adorable.
You guys have a good evening. I'm on duty patrol. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, Roy.
Good night, Roy.
Thank you.
Nighty.
Good day.
Andreas, if you want to join, this is your moment.
I stopped smoking. Yes.
Yes!
All right,
Yes!
all right, guys. It's time to start the race. I've got this. Oh, there's 12 laps left.
Best news of the night.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting points in this one. Oh, where's the stop smoking? Actually, I figured going into the race with 100% parts, you'd start smoking and never stop. But oh, I'll take it.
Yeah, well, this season I had a curious situation when I've been smoking during a race, and obviously I didn't finish. And then in the next one, without upgrading anything, my car made it to the end. So yeah, it was pretty curious, you know.
Weird.
Yeah,
That's the one
really
thing I'm
weird.
concerned about with the whole smoking it out thing, because you got to still make 90%. So how,
Yeah,
how,
well,
fa- how far do you trust it before it starts routinely failing to get the 90%?
Let's see.
So it looks like there's a good battle going on in Elite.
Wait, which?
Yeah, you took the lead, but yeah,
I
Jasper is
just want to
close.
see you guys. Just want to see you guys. Where are you? Because I'm going back to live. So wait.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Just gonna spectate some of you and like see how your race is going.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that's a point.
I think Andreas left because I'm trying to get him to join and he doesn't respond. Mike, you have you have a question here. James Hitchen is asking if you're actually driving your car tonight.
No, not the Jeeper one. Not the Jeeper one, but no, I've got a. Well, I'm planning on doing some testing for a race I got coming up on Thursday. So
On Thursday.
yes and no. Yeah, sim race on Thursday. GPVWC Super League. Age is where I actually know Chris from and John McLaren and a few other familiar names to the Jeeper world. That's sim racing place where you can find a bunch of them. I think actually a fair few of them came from the G-Proc many years ago. So all that stuff's still on the forum somewhere. We were browsing through it the other day, and David Yunt still chats gibberish for anyone that is interested. But no, sim racing's great. But no, I'm not driving my G-Pro car. It's not safe to race it tonight. It's been on fire for the majority of the race. So it's my insurance company won't let me.
Well, I'm still on second.
Well, if everything stays like
Let's
that,
try
you're gonna
to
score
keep it
some
that
great
way.
points.
I'm sorry?
I just said that if everything stays like that, you're gonna score some great points.
Yes, 8 points would be amazing.
Might actually not be last in the podium predictions this round. I got one first and second correct in Elite so far.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
I'm sorry. What game are you playing?
The podium prediction game.
Podium prediction.
you're not playing ABC?
No. I only really started the forum games, or started playing forum games again this season, so I've joined in the podium predictions. I figured that was easy, and then the golf one looked suitably confusing, so I figured I'll have a go at that. It's just one thing I can be really bad at. And yeah, that's that's fun. Although actually, that's a point. This is a round for the golf thing, and I've spent the entire race smoking, but I did a 7-lap push stint at the beginning, so I'm gonna be at like plus 20 or so in the golf for this round.
George and Remontas are trying to overtake Ethan, and Ethan is complaining.
Yeah. I really need that Shores does a overtake for my ABC. So please, Ethan, move out of the way, please.
What's the game that you're recommending?
Elite betting game.
Oh,
EBG.
Yeah, I'm the last champion, actually.
I said that at the start of the season based off of nothing more than just picking randomly and then going from there.
Hello.
Welcome, Andreas.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to finally see you. Last time you joined only with your microphone, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
So now we have the full experience with the camera and all.
I just didn't have a camera back then.
I'm sorry?
So I just didn't have a camera back then.
If I may ask, are you Finnish?
Yes.
I'm Estonian,
Oh,
but yeah, the accent is pretty much the same, I guess.
yeah, it's pretty similar.
Yep.
Yeah, this is my worst race of the season so far. 23rd.
23rd place club. Respect. Actually, no. 23rd place club is stupid. I've just taken 22nd. Haha.
Well, yeah, with my tires, it isn't really a good place.
Considering the Hancocks, yes. The puzzle bot is in position 16th with the Hancocks.
Yep, my base isn't that good in this race. And somehow I have made a second pit stop. What?
Whoops.
I didn't see that one. That means I got a random or something.
Oopsie.
There was a couple
Yeah, I
of-
started smoking.
Oh.
Oof.
I was going to mock you because you are behind the PP, but if you have a random, you're forgiven.
Yeah, I didn't see that pit stop until now.
Oopsie.
Well, at least this race isn't important anyway, so
Well, if
I
you're
should
not
get one
pushing-
more. I should get one more random and it's fine.
Don't ask for it because you're gonna get it.
Oh, Church had a driver mistake.
I am crying on the inside.
Well, now Rimantas had one.
I'm crying because I think I'm going to stop on last lap.
Oh no.
For real.
Oh, I've been there a lot of times.
Still on its way.
Yeah, fuck that.
Beep.
That's
But
the
I-
worst.
But I think that 2 or 3 additional liters that I put at the last second may save my life.
Oh, did you add a few liters just in case?
Yeah, I had 59 liters for the last stint, but now I have 62, 63.
Okay.
So that might save me. Because I have the pace, I'm chasing the first 2 guys. Five seconds. The podium guys in 5 seconds.
It just feels so bad that I have to downgrade my engine for Spa, and my next race will be pretty, well, terrible from this perspective.
I changed, I think, 90% of my car for this race. So if it doesn't pay off, screw it.
Whoa.
I spent about 40 millions.
Wow.
Wow.
Well,
I
that's-
wanted to win this race. And if I'm not winning, that's not going to be only disappointing, but it's going to be really frustrating for me.
That's flip.
Oh, I hate it when it's like this. My driver,
I'm way over fuel, so
my driver is very bad on dry, but it's a beast on wet.
Same goes to mine, actually.
Yep, same.
On dry, I think it's like the Raghunathan, that Indian driver from 52. You know, he's worse than
Can't
I
be
think
that
he's
bad.
worse. Yeah,
I'm being chased by the third. I don't know, maybe I'm overtaking and close to the end of the race. That's a possibility.
Oh, I'm smoking again. It was a good 6 laps.
Randomly fixable randoms.
you thought it was over, then you got again. Come on.
Are you within the 90%?
Yeah. Lap 49. No, I'm on lap 47 right now, so should be alright in a couple laps.
A quote for Luca.
I wanted to win this race. If I'm not winning, that's not it. Wow.
Frustrated.
That's
You're having a Senna moment, Luca.
Maybe I can do it. Maybe. I also have boost laps in the end. I hope they don't screw my fuel predictions.
I didn't set any boosts, so I might be overtaking if Peter is boosting the last few laps.
Am I the
Not
only
the
one
first.
here who is not using any boosts?
What?
Like, am I the only one here who is not using any boosts?
I used to.
I sometimes use them, sometimes not. Most of the races I don't use them because of the engine wear. You know, I'm a bit tight on wear, so I try to avoid the boost laps.
Yeah, I'm not using them either this race.
I'm using them just for the wet.
Yeah, I
On
should
dry,
be. So,
on dry, I'm not using any boost. Zero clear track and no boost. And
Here,
Raghunathan.
Lucas group is amateur 67. If I'm not wrong,
What?
amateur
What group?
67. Luca,
Yeah, amateur
you?
67. The same as Roy.
Same as Roy.
Yes. Oh.
He's dying inside.
He's the worst.
I think this deserves that we switch the race from elite to amateur 67 because if
Uh,
we need to feel the pain with him.
I have the best
Exactly.
pace. I am
It's-
at 3.6 seconds from the first. And the
It's
first and the second are together.
it's
If
the
I'm
worst
not
feeling.
making it, if I'm not making it, I'm done. That's the only chance I
Yeah,
can make.
if you can overtake.
Wow. With the boost laps in the end, I will do a Kimi Raikkonen impersonation at the end. Wow.
You are 3.6 seconds behind.
Imagine being so nervous and then in the end, if I win, oh, finally.
That's
How
always the
much risk are you using this race, Luca?
How much?
How much risks?
On what?
Yeah, track
40.
risk.
40.
40. That's
I wanted to put 50 or even 60, but
Whoa.
I didn't have the energy to do it. My driver is not as about 40, 45 Samina, so it's not that much. So I put 40.
oh, he's low on stamina.
Yes. But 250 talent. That's what matters.
On
Yeah.
on the rain, sure it does.
I choose him for the rain. Just for the rain.
Well, you're having a pretty good season then.
In the
Yeah.
what? In the what?
You're
Yeah.
having a pretty good season. It has been raining a lot.
Only in the wet. In the dry, I'm always in Ragunatan mode. Always.
But where driver mistakes make the marshals have to come and tell
Wow.
you out a 3-point turn.
2.6. 2.6 seconds from the first. Oh, my fuel won't last, I think, but
Go, Luca.
I'm just hoping.
What percent have you got?
6%, and I'm at lap 51.
Oh, you'll be fine. You need to be fine.
I think I will need to refine.
I was so afraid today that there will be dry periods of the race, but fortunately there wasn't any.
If I am pitting, I am going into 7th place. No, 6th place. Or 7th. No, definitely not. I have to win.
I finished at least ahead of the Pippi.
Well, that's an accomplishment.
Something.
That's something.
I mean, with Hancock temperature and his conditions, this is really something. So
So
Well,
did the
congrats
lead race
to-
already finish?
Yep. Congrats to Ethan on his podium.
Congrats to Ethan. Yes, he's here with us watching the streaming. Congrats. He got to the podium, I think.
Yep, on third.
Oh,
Igen,
third. Very well
jó.
done.
Jó.
He ruined my AV sheet, but congrats.
He ruined the prediction.
Yep, exactly.
You won the race and
And now boost laps. Let's see if I can catch the first two guys.
Don't boost laps use more fuel.
How far are you from the first two?
I am. You mean
Yeah.
how much far I am? 2.3 seconds.
2.318.
Still catchable with boost laps. That's the other question if you can overtake them, but it's catchable.
I'm also happy with the third place because even if I make a driving mistakes, I have 17 seconds from the fourth. So
That's good.
it's a granted podium, but when you're so close to winning,
There will be times when you're gonna win for sure.
oh,
I had a driver mistake. No.
you mean me?
No, me.
Oh,
I
you
got a
did.
driver mistake. I was defending my second position, but Peter was faster than me, so I can't complain.
You still have third position, right?
Yes.
That's good.
1.4.
Breathe,
Told
breathe,
you,
breathe,
Packet.
breathe.
Okay, if it stays like this, my fuel would be precise, precise as the liter. I think I will finish with 0 liters in the tank.
Well, there are people coming up short in the other races I'm watching.
Come on, relax.
You can do it.
I hope.
I mean, I believe in you, so you should believe in yourself as well.
I believe in myself, but I don't very much believe in my fuel tank.
Yay! The guy in front of
How
me's
many?
come up short on fuel.
Wait, how many percentage you have?
What?
How many percentage you have?
You
Of
mean
left?
fuel?
Yes.
Fuel, yes.
I have 3%, but I still have to do the last lap, so it would be enough.
Um,
Because I finished
Would be
with
enough.
0. In the last pit, I did one entire lap with 0. So I
well,
think it would be enough, but no.
yes, it
No.
will be. It should be enough.
I hope.
It will be close, really close.
I think I will finish with about 1 liter or 2 liters maximum. Let's
Yeah,
see
that's enough.
if I can make it through the finish line right now. Yes, it's enough.
Nice.
That's good.
Well done.
I'll get the places.
Now I finished my energy.
Oh, you finished.
I finished my energy. Well, happy third place the same.
Yeah, that's good. Congrats for that.
Yep, congrats, man.
Nice.
Oh. Starting from 16th place, it was tough. Let's see.
And then it's playing the Brazilian national anthem again. I swear like half the races I watch in G
Dun,
Pro.
dun, 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 dun.
It's catchy.
It's
Yeah.
catchy, yes.
Also, the Argentinian one is pretty good.
Thank you. Well, I'm defending 30 place last lap. Let's see if I can get it.
I've taken P21. Ha!
P22.
But the PP behind.
With the random.
Oh,
Only random.
But I lost only like 5 or 6 places, so in this race it isn't that bad.
Oh, now the Bulgarian national anthem kicks in on another tab. Tell you what, though, that's going to make AM68 real close up at the top. Or yeah,
Brazilian anthem. Also here, Brazilian anthem.
Yep. Also my group.
First and second. And then there's me.
that's the point. The only race that's still going that I'm watching is about to play the English national anthem. So that's another good one.
Congrats on the podium, Luca.
I'm definitely safe right now. 14 points.
14 points. Well, but at amateur, you can
Yeah,
get
amateurs.
away without
Yeah.
scoring points.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm always in panic when I don't score points. I had the first 9 races without points, and then a podium. Suddenly a podium. Okay, my race is finished. I want
Yes, I
to
removed the
I want to
race screen.
I want to see how much fuel I finished the race.
That will be an interesting post-race update.
I think 1 liter. I bet
0
1 liter.
liters.
0 or 1.
You Nigel Manselled it across the line, just pushed it. Your driver got out and pushed it from the final corner.
Those 3 liters, those 3 additional liters saved my life. I have to make more last second decisions.
Oh no, we nearly got the Lucid Gaming Tanks team nearly got a 1-2-3 in Rookie 7, but one of our guys came up short on fuel from 3rd place. Or he was in 4th place, but it was dead close in that fight. Ah, well, Chris is going to win again. Happy days.
Well, I'm definitely satisfied with today. It was a great race.
Come on.
Gear is getting 4th. $45 liters, really? That's a bit too much. I was overfueled by 20 liters, more or less.
I'm on the last lap right now, and I'm got 33% left in the tank, which I think is about 60 liters. So that's how much I've overfueled by. But for spending all bar about 10 laps of this race on fire, I'm about to finish 21st, which I'll be more than happy with.
Were you using 0 clear track?
Me? No.
Yes. You smoke and you don't use 0 clear track. Okay.
Weird strat.
Weird strat, yes.
Look.
If I were going to smoke, I would try to delay the smoke by using less clear track, but okay.
I maintain that I've not been playing this game smart this season, so why start now? Playing smart wasn't working. It was only when I started doing stupid stuff I actually started getting good results.
My cat is visiting.
Visiting with the tail.
I have a cat tail here.
I have 3, so I can understand.
3 cats.
Yeah, 3 ladies.
Yes, I also have female cats too. I have 2 cats.
I have
One
only
of-
one, but it's a female as well.
Ladies are dominating the homes.
Yeah.
Completing expected finish, says Ethan. Congratulations, Ethan.
Two of my teammates had to fuel on the last lap.
Ouch.
Oh,
Yeah,
Poor
I
timing.
think that those 2-3 extra liters that you added in the end were what saved you from the last lap pit.
exactly.
Well done, then.
I had fuel for 35 laps, but I pitted on lap 34, and I was thinking I have fuel for 20 laps. Okay, so I'm gonna pit on the last lap. Screw it. But then I remembered that I added those additional 2, 3, 4 liters. I don't remember. And then I said, I might have a chance. Might. I'm really curious about my fuel tank. I want to see.
Bye, Luis.
Well, there's a guy in the Spanish forum complaining about the fuel.
Why?
He says that he and a few of his teammates stopped before the end, and he's asking if something changed in this track.
No, nothing changed as far as I know. Actually, we had to adjust our estimations for the wet weather a little bit at the team because we were overfueling, not underfueling, but overfueled compared to a calculation with more reference points added that Roland was working on this afternoon. I don't remember in which lap I pitted, but I'm going to check if I was overfueled or not. Pit on lap 37, I was overfueled. So those who were under fuel were not taking good references for the fuel, I think.
I feel like I have to repair again. I'm so afraid it will be the engine because started from 66% and yeah, I think I have to replace it again.
Yes, I'm having I'm testing all races. So to the added, I need to add to my plan both the race and the testing hardware. And I was able to do only 2 races with an engine this part of the season. So I decided to buy level 4 engines because spending in level 5 engines, if I'm not going to downgrade them, was a bit too much money.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about my engines.
Why?
Be competitive, yeah.
Good thing is that I can now use a little bit less risks for the rest of the season and smoke if needed. I have my retention points already. I have 20 points, I think. So with that, I'm going to be fine.
Yeah, same. My engine must smoke in order to save some money. Otherwise, it will cost so much.
Sometimes you need to smoke a bit, yes.
I had the last race up in the late, so if I downgrade my engine right now, I can do mods with a level 3 engine, which is not the most. I mean Spa with a level 3 engine, which was the most ideal, but after that I can go back to level 4.
If you can go back to level 4 engine, I think you'll be fine.
I just have to miss Spa with the level 4, then for portable mons and Buenos Aires I can get it, and I will smoke at Adelaide, and that's all.
Well, guys, what do you say if we end it here?
It's okay for me.
Anyone
okay.
wants to say something else before we say goodbye?
Send help. I want a point.
And with that, guys, we are finishing tonight's streaming. Bye, everyone. See you.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.